One,
I think California is going to do very well because we are so highly vaccinated. We're at a 78%.
after another.
People can be immune from the serious consequences of infection, such as hospitalization or being in the ICU or death, if they've been vaccinated.
After another.
Since California has a relatively higher proportion of residents who are vaccinated, that's really good news.
And, well, another.
Better than the rest of the United States, but we're still going to experience significant problems.
Had the same message. Overall, California's high vaccination rate will help the state manage the winter surge.
And we've seen that in more rural communities in California, there are lower vaccination rates, and so they are at higher risk for more severe infections in those areas. In addition, many of those areas are rural areas, and that means that there's limited health care, that the hospitals may tend to fill up very quickly.
It's why infectious disease Dr. Monica Gandhi said California and the country should start reporting hospitalizations and death counts instead of cases. That will inevitably go up even if people are vaccinated. She said Singapore did it.
But they just told the public about hospitalization so the public knows where you are in terms of how you're doing. And then health departments track cases, but they don't tell the public anymore. As soon as they did that, anxiety went down.
But Kaiser Permanente epidemiologist Michael Volner does not feel comfortable making any predictions on how a state will do.
We're keeping a close eye on countries like Denmark and the United Kingdom that also have very high vaccination rates, but have seen huge surges in case counts with the Omicron variant.
So we asked these experts if the pandemic will ever end. John Swartzberg with UC Berkeley said we'll likely end up living with COVID like we live with the flu. And another expert said there can be an infinite number of variants ahead of us.